Hey, I'm gonna try to keep a upload schedule of one video per week, but I might have missed it this time and gotten this one out on Sunday instead of Saturday. And while right now I'm not really producing videos for anybody because they have no views, I'm hoping that at some point some people will watch at least one of them. And I had a thought some time ago about why we're motivated as people and as animals to do things that don't really seem worthwhile in the moment. As an example of that, I have a cat, and I've taught that cat some neat tricks. Like, for example, um, uh, reaching up her paw out and touching my hand. And I've taught her that by just um, rubbing her belly or her ears when she does that. And sometimes, like cats are, they don't want to have you touch them. They're like, no, it's me time now, get away. And once when she did that, I tried to motivate her to reach her paw out and touch my hand, which she's learned only based on the fact that she'll be rubbed when she does that. And she did, which of course means that she did it despite not wanting the reward in that instance. And just like my cat, you've been taught some kind of behavior based on some reward that you've been given, like praise from other people, or from your family, or from your parents. And that praise can come as a result of your achievement in something. When I was little, it was mostly about reading, and now I'm quite fond of reading. And I kind of give myself the reward if I'm doing something right, when I'm doing something that I'm not cheered for in any way, really, anymore at least. And I thought about why I did that. And I think most people can agree that it's weird to reward yourself for something just because you're used to getting a reward for it. And the reward isn't really the same anymore. Now, when I read a book on chemistry or something, I'm not really rewarding myself with an immediate, oh, my parents like me reward. I am rewarding myself with a feeling of me securing my future. But it's still the same reward. And it came from me reading, not from me actually thinking about how to secure my future. So, why do we do this? And for me, it's all about memory. Memory is a thing that's not really meant to secure something special. Memory is something that's meant to guide you. And the same is true for your feelings and your thoughts. You're not really meant to, as a human being or as an animal, to have a continuous stream of thoughts that lead you to an outcome based on irrefutable logical evidence. You're meant to have a lot of shortcuts that get you to where you're supposed to go without having to do too much work to where you won't be able to move forward. So, in this regard, it's exactly the same thing with reward systems in your brain. When you do something that you've been taught is a good thing and you feel that it is, even though the same reward is not being administered, then that's because you've memorized the feeling of doing something good. And although the good thing you're doing is not rewarded in a way you want to be rewarded, I don't want to be rewarded by my parents' praise anymore, I just want to get a job. Um, the same thing, even though the reward is not sought after, the result is only based on the fact that you have a positive connotation of the activity that you're indulging in. And that really clears up a lot of things, like why you can teach kids how to do certain things by being polite to them or speaking to them as adults after they've solved a mathematical question or something like that. That works for them later in life, not because they want to be more adult or want to get praise from people they admire, but because they have associated the solving of difficult problems with a reward. And the reward is not what they remember. The reward is a feeling of something good happening to a person. And that means that no matter how you enforce something positively, it will be positively enforced. And that means that when you try to teach people something and you do it from rewards, you will keep the exact way of getting your reward, but you will not want the same reward. You will just want to do it because you've associated the activity with something positive. And that means that as a parent, as a teacher, or as anything else, you're free to reward people as they want to be rewarded in a given situation, based on what they want and not based on something that they should think about in the future. And you don't need to punish them either, because they will seek the positive outcome even though they don't want that exact positive outcome. So give your children candy if they do their homework. Well, it's a bit of a long video, but for this little of a point. But I hope you enjoyed it, and see you again next week.